What is your observation if you compare these two different ways of earning money from a mindset point of view?
I don't want to just earn money. So if you just aim money, you can earn that with different ways. You can create a lot of money.
After your graduation, your family, friends encourage you to take a job as an engineer to earn money rather than to run interesting engineering. But you decided for your passion. Why?
Actually, I want to do what I love. So if you love what you will do in the future as a job, because it covers 60% of your life.
What is the role of social media today for organizations who want to improve their marketing? And can you give any advice to them?
Many people who will watch and listen to this interview might think, wow, this guy started his own business and he's so successful. I want to do the same. What would be your message to all these desperate people out there? And there are many.
Working very hard is one of the key things.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Excellence Talk. As usual, together with Dr. Christian Forstner, we are welcoming an important guest and also interesting guest this time. Hello Christian.
Hello Murat. Yes, very important I think, Huseyin. Hello. You founded Interesting Engineering some 10 years ago as a cutting-edge community designed for all lovers of engineering, technology and science. Today, you lead an engineering community with more than 15 million followers on social media channels and more than 100,000 email subscribers. That is quite impressive.
Thanks so much for inviting me. Yeah, I have been managing interesting engineering since my university days. And I have founded IE just to share my passion. I love engineering, science, technology, and I wanted to share this with people. And they also liked them, liked the things I shared. And Interesting Engineering became a media company. But I have never planned that. Now we are growing, becoming a well-known media company, and we have bigger plans in the future.
Thank you very much, Huseyin, being with us. It's a pleasure to have you in Excellence Talk. The first question that I have, you were born in small village in Gaziantep, Turkey, and you studied engineering there. But you didn't plan to found Interesting Engineering as a media company. After your graduation, your family, friends encouraged you to take a job as an engineer to earn money rather than to run interesting engineering. But you decided for your passion. Why?
Actually, I want to do what I love. So if you love what you will do in the future as a job, because it covers 60% of your life or something like that, I'm not sure. So you have to love it. You have to go a job with joy, with fun. I mean, if you don't like it, it will be a nightmare for you. So I just chose that part. It was risky, but I wanted to pursue my passion. We were living in a village in Turkey, in Gaziantep, and my father and mother wanted us to study and have a title. And we moved to the city center. We came to the Gaziantep city of Turkey. It's a city in the southern part of Turkey. And I have got engineering degree at University of Gaziantep. And my goal was, of course, having a title, being an engineer, and my family was expecting that as well. But when I was studying at university, I just founded a blog and it became a media company. So I wanted to pursue it because I loved what I was doing. So I wanted to go just after my passion. So rather than being an engineer and working somewhere, this was more fun for me. So yeah, that's the reason actually.
Huseyin, I've started my own little consulting business some 20 years ago while I was still working for a large company. If I look back, I find fundamental differences in the mindset of employed people and entrepreneurs like you. What is your observation if you compare these two different ways of earning money from a mindset point of view?
Actually, being an entrepreneur, I think it's coming from your heart and you have to just think differently. I mean, I wanted to change something. I don't want to just earn money. So if you just aim money, you can earn that with different ways. You can create a lot of money with the effort you are just spending on your startup or on your company. So rather than earning money, we are focusing on changing the world, and we are giving information, science, technology, engineering information to people, and we encourage them to create similar things and create a better world for the humanity. When you check the employment entrepreneurship, I have just 6 months of employment history, and I don't have more. So in sometimes I'm having problems with my employees because I can't put myself to their place because I don't have much experience on that. Being an employee and entrepreneur is almost same if you ask me, but entrepreneurship is more risky. For example, I want all my employees to become like me, like a boss of the company. I want them to take the ownership of the job so they can earn more money in the future with me. But of course, the risk is on me. For example, in the future, I don't think that I can be like an employee somewhere after 10 years of my own job because there are rules. You have to come job at fixed hours. There are rules you have to obey. But for example, in interesting engineering, we are trying to create a free workspace. I mean, I don't want to ask people when they are coming. I want them to finish the job on time with excellent results, and that's enough for me. Of course, this is hard to create this culture. It's very hard to create this culture because you have to find the right people to work with. But if I can find the right people to work with, if I can create that team, I believe we will have such a free work environment here, and they will be like ourselves. We are also creating different strategies in Turkey, like ECOP. I mean, it's employee stock option. So we are also planning to give some shares to our employees, so they will be also like us. So they will be, in other words, they will be entrepreneurs. So these are the things I can tell actually.
Thank you, Hussein, for sharing very interesting insights. To grow your audience, you started to use Facebook 10 years ago. Interesting Engineering is very active in various social media. You have 10 million followers in Facebook, 1.3 million on LinkedIn, and 160,000 on Twitter. And probably it is increasing day by day. We just take this number last week. What is the role of social media today for organizations who want to improve their marketing? And can you give any advice to them?
Yeah, actually, as a media company, as a new media company, we have to be on social media channels. And these social media channels are our products. And we have to create content for these platforms to reach people. It's core of our job. So, for example, we have 10 million followers on Facebook, and it's one of the reasons that we have created this company, because firstly, we were driving traffic to the web page from Facebook page. And that page has grown up in time and it made us something. So in terms of perspective, I mean, you are asking this question to me, but I'm, as the core of the business, IE is a social media company. Not just social media, of course, we are a new media company, but social media channels have to be part of our business. And we are sharing our content and reaching more people there. And we are also just using these channels as a different product. So interestingengineering.com is a website, and we have different social media channels surrounded by these channels. So we are just creating articles, videos, and sharing this to all platforms to reach people. If this question is just direct to someone who is producing something, like in a factory, you are producing something and you want to sell it, right? In that situation, you have to have a website, but of course, anymore. No one is just using the website. They are just opening an Instagram account and putting all the things there and trying to reach out to people. So social media channels are very important for industry, for manufacturing industry as well, for anyone actually. And this pandemic thing just led people to become more digital. Yeah. So of course, the social media is very important. And for example, having a website is a formal process, and it has to be formally, you have to have a website, for example, in Turkey as a company. But rather than having a website, people are just creating social media channels to reach people, because people are there. You have to just reach them, and you have to use social media channels. As I said, it's core of our business, and we are using social media channels to reach more people. We are reaching like more than 100 million people on different channels in total. Our web page is getting just around 7 million page views every month. But for the social media channels, we are reaching more than 100 million people every month. And it's a great number for us. So it can maybe answer your question better, the numbers.
Thank you, Hussein. Indeed. Interesting engineering solutions like lung cancer detection by using artificial intelligence or touch screens could be called excellent from user point of view. When you find the best science engineering developments and share them with our audience, which one would you call excellence?
There are many things we are seeing, and most of them are really great products, and we are advertising them or talking about them. Especially our side is good for hardware products rather than software things. So as IE, we are sharing different things in science and engineering. It can be like a Boeing plane, can be a medical technology that cure lung cancer. So such things are coming to us, and we are always following PRs and creating news about this. I can't give a specific example, but things happening in health technology, medical technology is creating joy and impact. I mean, it makes us happy because it solves people's problems. It makes a better world for people. So there are lots of things going on in medical and healthcare technology, and we love featuring them. And also there are some small but cool projects coming to us every time, like from Kickstarter, from Indiegogo, everywhere. And especially we see trend in coding toys, coding robots, and people want to teach their child. They want to prepare their children for future. And coding is the key thing. And there are many things related to coding and also robots are coming to us. But yeah, as I said, most of them are really excellent and great products, and we love featuring them actually at IA.
Thank you, Huseyin. I have a last question for you, and it goes back to your passion as an entrepreneur. Many people who watch and listen to this interview might think, wow, this guy started his own business and he's so successful. I want to do the same. But most of them don't have enough courage to do the first step. They perceive, as you said before, the risk too high, and their head dominates their heart. What would be your message to all these desperate people out there? And there are many.
Yeah, as I said, I didn't plan to create IE. It was a personal blog. I was developing my skills. It was a passion for me sharing things with people. And I pursued my passion. But there are things I believe, for example, working very hard is one of the key things, because you need to, for example, in Turkey, you have limited resources, and maybe in the world, your competitors, other people in a better world, they have better financials. And to to compete in your industry, you need to work hard in here. You need to spend more time. I was spending like 18 hours, 20 hours per day, like 2-3 years ago. And then I believe that you have to love what you are doing. It's passion. So if you are just creating something just for money, it's waste of time, if you ask me. I mean, of course, if you are clever, if you have some excellent talent, you can earn money everywhere, but earning money is not everything. You need to do what you love, and you need to create some impact. You need to change something. The other thing is actually luck, I can say, because everyone needs luck. I had luck when I created my personal blog. I had added some articles there, and I left the website for a while for my university exams. And after a month, when I came back to the page, I have seen that there are like 1,000 people visiting the page, and it was luck for myself. But I knew how to use it. So I used that chance. Everybody has chances in life every time, but you need to know how to use it. And the last thing is, I can say, not giving up, because there are always problems. So when we talk to a crowd, people want to hear more and more, but they don't know what's going behind. There are many things, nightmares, lots of problems. I'm, for example, waking up with many things in my mind at morning and emailing people, making their days very bad as well sometimes. But it's these things. And if these things are not there, the success will not come. I mean, it has to be with problems. And when you solve problems, at the end of the way, you will reach your goal. So I can say this actually.
Huseyin, thank you so much specifically for your last answer. I think you've definitely inspired many of those people out there who
Thanks
want
so
to change
much.
their life. I know many of them, who want to change their life, but they don't dare. And I think you've helped them. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure for me.
Thank you very much, Huseyin. It was a pleasure to have you in Excellence Talk. You have really given a lot of great insight, ideas, suggestions, and also motivational thoughts to many people who are listening us.
Yeah, thanks so much for inviting me. I hope we will become bigger and we will spread more science and engineering knowledge to the world for a better world. We will see.
And I wish you all the luck in the world, Huseyin.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.